Welcome to Manly Voices.
Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Manly Voices.
No.
Oh, okay. I guess this
Sorry,
is not
I'm
Man.
just
Welcome
I'm feeling really aggressive this morning.
Welcome to Smosh Games. No.
Hello, one and all. My name is Markiplier. Anyway.
I was like trying to think of other YouTubers, like, but I couldn't. I was
not ones that you haven't done already. 'Cause
yeah.
We all know that your Jacksepticeye is on point.
Not really.
I think it
It's
is.
a really loud Irish accent.
I mean, yeah. How is that different from Jacksepticeye? You just described his whole brand.
You got a point there. Anyway, we're playing Danganronpa. We're on the last class trial. We're trying to get to the finish line. Grace had to step out because
she wanted to go
needed
get
some
snacks.
food. Yeah.
So Gabs is gonna be trying her best here.
2 years worth of memories.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
I
there's so
could
many.
never lose something like
I've been
that.
living here for 2 years. That's impossible.
That's impossible.
Join me.
Oh my
We
god.
will rule the galaxy as headmaster and student.
Gross.
I've never gone to a single class.
I've never gone to a. That's just hero in general, though.
Well, now we gotta object to that.
Oh
with the
yeah,
locker
because you've got the
How
notebook.
freaking old am I?
Oh.
Everyone's so conflicted.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I don't want to believe it. I know there's evidence that reveals time as students we lost. All right, so where's that sentence? And I will definitely use the fucking focus time.
Good. We're not gonna miss.
I'm not gonna focus.
You're
Or
not gonna focus.
We are going to focus.
You are gonna
We're
focus.
completely
You're not gonna
focused
miss.
right now.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam. Bam.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Ha.
That's wrong. That's not how that saying
That's
goes.
wrong.
It was funny when Grace was telling me like how one time she was saying that in her training for self-checkout, and she's like, and it's like you do this and then wham bam thank you ma'am, and then it would kind of got like a hushed silence for a second that she said that, and like
I
she's
say
like,
that all the time conversationally.
yeah, but I guess it's because they are used to it and like a sexual connotation.
I mean, it totally is,
Yeah.
but like, but I say that all the time, same deal. Like, okay, and then you're just gonna add your butter to the mixture, and then wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, as you're serving me a hot,
Plate of-
seeming bowl of my dick.
of
Of my goo.
gross. I grossed myself out. I grossed myself out.
Hero, there's
I
something
need
I'd
a
like.
shower.
I'd like you to take a look at.
Ugh.
This notebook right here. Huh? Why's my name written on it? I found it in the locker room on the second floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside? Sure, whatever you want, but I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Huh? Look, it's my notebook.
Was I? Is something wrong?
It's kind of similar, but no, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt. But how is this? I don't even remember writing in this thing. No way. It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow you forgot all about it. Lies! It's all one big lie!
Hero. I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine, and the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth? It's just so
Oh.
that's just so desperately dark.
Because normally I don't pay attention to their sprites because I'm just reading the boxes. So with
Yeah.
her, it's a little more important that
Yeah,
I am
it's
present
a little
for
more
it.
involved.
Yeah.
It's just so desperately dark. The mystery's solved. But it's like a goddamn funeral in here.
God, my voice isn't used to doing that voice anymore.
Yeah.
Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yeah.
You can give it a different one if you want.
No, I'm leaning into this now, just like I did with Natsuki.
Alright.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out
The
on?
best part of this is that it just occurred to me that this voice sounds like Dr. Phil.
I want you to get excited about your 2 years of missing memories.
Have you seen? There's a video. Have you seen it? It's like a bunch of clips of cut up audio from his show, but it's like Dr. Phil aggressively stalks your house and breaks into your home kind of
What?
thing. It's I'll show it to you after this, but it's really funny and scary at the same time.
That reminds me, since I watch a lot of Jenna Marbles, she's like super, like she loves to hate watch Dr. Phil sort of deal. And I guess at some point, years and years ago, she, like the Dr. Phil producers found her fucking address and like were leaving mail at her house asking if she wanted to come and be on the show. And she's like, first of all, no. Second of all, how did you find out where I live?
That's terrifying.
I know, right? So like maybe there's a seed of truth in that video.
Wow.
Which Junko are we at right now?
Same boring.
How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
So they went to school for a year together, then the tragedy happened, and then...
And then what? You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to the... Whoa! Does that mean they knew about what it was before they went in?
No.
Okay.
It'll start making sense soon.
Okay. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were... Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is super boring.
What?
We are bored of this world! Everyone always talks big, declaring all these great things they'll do, but they always fizzle out.
The world is so desperately fucking boring.
What are you talking about? In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure the rest out for yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart? Is she talking about the moment we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall. For the first time.
When I fainted. The very first time I shit my pants.
Good times.
Wow.
The moment I lost my memories and my lunch. I can't think of any time other than that day. Swirly,
Whoa. God, I forgot how much of a trip that was.
When I first came to the gates of his school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that. I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
Oh,
boy.
That's so wild. That's so cool. The reason it felt so short is because our memories of the whole time in between have been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories, poof, gone. Which means, of course, when everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually the first time.
Oh.
Unaware of this fact, you took time to introduce yourselves to each other, but...
By that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. Oh,
so crazy.
My gosh. What was the... That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. It was also you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Whoa. So imagine if someone had actually, like, successfully gotten away with something and they come out to that. That's, like, almost, like... That's almost worse. Like, you did all of this for nothing.
Yeah.
That's so effed up, man.
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you can do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this. It made me sad.
I'm gonna eat one of my mushrooms now. I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. About the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. I plan to bring despair into all mankind.
Ultimate despair, all mankind?
Those are all words she just said.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Aww. I miss everyone.
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
Oh, all of these pictures were real.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Oh!
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much, you were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. Peacefulness only made it through the first year. Then, because after that an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the tragedy. This is the one that freaks me out the most.
Yeah.
Ugh. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy made its way even here, leading to the extermination of most of the students. What are you... what do you mean? The most tragic event in human history and the ultimate despair that it caused. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. With some kind of organization, an angry mob, an incredibly motivated family. Byakuya's just like rocking back and forth in a corner.
No.
No! You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. But how can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair. In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself. I just don't understand why. Why don't you... We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand. Okay, so let's go back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage, you guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right, it was transformed into a shelter. It said it twice.
I thought she was just having like a stroke or something for a
Yeah.
second there. Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been? Show of hands.
The one who her
The headmaster.
The headmaster, yeah.
You heard murder.
It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. He's just constantly shitting himself.
Yeah, he's just really stressed out right now.
Yeah. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in the school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you could, wow.
Wow. So many head voices happening.
Yeah, my brain can't keep track.
Do you want me to take over one of the other ones?
Do this one. This one's the least fun.
If you, the collective hope of a new generation,
Yeah, I like
could
you, dude.
survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, and the headmaster put that much faith into you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
Here, you do this one too.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
I kind of have to tweak it a little bit because it's not actually Monokuma's voice, it's her imitating Monokuma.
Yo, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, poor-
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was
You yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be part of it. You only let us live so that we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because I'm a sociopath.
This was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out. There are a few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I would show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
Mastermind did to show what the mastermind did to show the world. It was the broadcast.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Oh, really? All right. I guess we're doing a spelling lesson.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's hijack.
Oh, okay.
Give me an I. Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
I hit the
you
I hit
flubbed
the U.
it. You
I hit
flubbed
the
it.
U.
You
It's
flubbed
okay.
it.
U
You.
G A. Hijack.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
How's it going, Chuck?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Chuck. It's just Hero and a mustache. You're talking about hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that's what I was talking about.
Not my desperate need for orgasms.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's you. Chew and swallow.
The world watched as you fell into despair, and you began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair. Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Oh, shit.
Are you serious? But
Utilizing.
utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them. You expelled them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, but refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. And in the end, I was able to give them their final despair. Death.
So you just used us to bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Dang, dude.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Whoa, Makoto.
And there's...
Oh, hi, babe.
Hi, Graciela.
Oh, she brought the cookie sheets up.
Oh, thank you.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth,
And that's the tea.
which is what you wanted, right, Earl Grey?
Ooh, that actually sounds good.
I don't like tea personally, but that's okay.
that's
Looks like Grace got croissants.
Ooh, and vitamin water. That'll help you feel better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was
I
so
like
we could
that she's still referring to herself as a we.
Yeah.
Unless it's not actually just her.
Maybe we, as in either her and Mukuro and Monokuma, or her and all of the voices in her head kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, there's layers to that one.
Yeah. We're 20 minutes in, about. I might go a little longer, though.
Okay.
Just because we're so close.
Yeah.
Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial.
If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless,
+2 boldness.
how would react? What would you do?
Did you get him a squeaky? Grace! That's so sweet of you.
See, discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair too. Like right fucking now.
Truth full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
Oh, that's so true. So the reason they killed everybody was literally for nothing.
Uh-huh.
That is so cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's like, but it's cool.
I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing? And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out. Whoa. We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Yeah, no, I can't even laugh at that.
Wow!
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally...
Is it a stuffed one? Okay, good.
You're totally awesome, right?
Oh!
We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
A peasant begging for his life. How delightful. We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand. But I'm sorry to say begging doesn't work for me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Oh, that took her by surprise.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
I guess for all they know, this could all just be...
Yeah, one big lie.
Oh, that's so fucky. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Until you see with your own eyes, truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat. Oh yeah, until they see it for yourself, it's both shitty and also not shitty. If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Torby, you want to go outside? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I don't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct. Oh, Torby.
He was just sitting in front of the AC like,
Despair comes naturally. Hell yeah, that's funny as shit.
No, this isn't just some game to us. It's murder, plain and simple.
I mean, it's some game to me.
Yeah, me too. You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
you certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? Well, we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm
Talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you still got the upper hand on all this. It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
Oh,
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me and make your way to the outside world. Enter a world fallen from grace where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Sign of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So here's what'll happen. One of you will get to will get to experience an instant super impressive punishment.
Wait, you can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
Ew.
Makoto, you're up.
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you.
That's funny. That's how I talk to dogs at work if they're pissing me off, because I don't want... it doesn't do me any good to, be super mad at them, so I'm always just like, oh, you're ugly and I hate you. Oh.
Let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If even a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment. The rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring that you all die horrible deaths out in the outside world.
Alright, so next time on Manly Voices,
We're gonna choose.
we will choose to vote for hope or despair,
Oh my gosh.
and
That's
we
so
will end
wild.
this nightmare of a game. And this is it for the 100th episode of Danganronpa.
Whoa!
This is episode 100.
Wow!
In either the next episode or the one after, we will finish this game.
That is incredible.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. And also leave a comment on what other voice adventures you'd like us to do next. Until next time, bye!